Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Green Scrapping Machine. Today I'm going to be making another Christmas card and I'm going to be using a paper from Imaginis, and this is their Cottage Christmas line, and I just wanted to show you the three papers that I picked up from this line, and I highly recommend Imaginis papers because they are more cardstock like, they're thicker. And this first page is the Gingerbread Village, and it just has these great borders. It says Merry and Bright, and then it has the little gnomes and the gingerbread houses. And then it also has a little bit of sheen to it. Actually, all of the papers that I picked up have some kind of sheen, and on the other side is just green. And then this one is called Swirly Snowflakes, and it has the red and then the sheen to it. And then on the other side, red and white stripes. And then the one that I'll actually be using for today's card is called All That Glitters, and on the one side it has Christmas ornaments, and then on the other side it has snowflakes, and I'll be using the snowflake pattern for this one. I'll also be using some Stampin' Up! Cardstock. My card base measures a basic A2 size card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is the crumb cake. And then I'm using a piece of green cardstock that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And what I did on this one is I created my own border with some Ranger embossing powder in the clear, and this snowflake stamp little guy from Studio G, and I just stamped around the outside of it to create a border, and then the clear embossing powder just darkens up the background, the green, and gives it the sheen again. And then I cut my piece of All That Glitters paper 3 1/2 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that towards the top, leaving enough space for my sentiment, which just says Merry Christmas. I'll go ahead and adhere my little piece down. There we go. And I have some New Leaf ribbon from Paper Tray Ink. I'm just going to use the cheater method for this. I'll go ahead and cut that. Get my tape. I love this time of year. I'm mostly looking forward to Black Friday. Every year, the girls on my mom's side, we do the typical Black Friday thing. Get up at 3 a.m. to be in line for the good deals. And it's been even more exciting since I've had my son, just being able to shop for him. And before I do my bow, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my base. You'll have to excuse the background noise. I'm not sure if it's coming through as loudly as it is here. my husband and my son are going through his toys to kind of wean some out before we get the new load in for Christmas. I'm going to go ahead and bring this in a little bit more so you can see the card a little bit better. Ooh, sorry about that. There. And then, using the Doodle Charms cartridge, I cut out the snowman on page 82. I did the blackout feature for the base in brown, and then I just used Whisper White paper tray ink cardstock for the shift feature. And then using some Recollections brads. This was actually the Halloween assortment that they put out this year. But I loved the black. It actually reminded me a lot of coal. So I used that as the bottom 3 buttons. And then just 2 little brads, silver, for his eyes. And I'm going to pop him up. Using some dimensional adhesive. Before I add on his nose, because I'm going to be using some stickles for his nose. I think these really tiny guys will be perfect for his arms. Ooh, the backing of these really does not want to come off. There, jeez. The little guy was fighting me. Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead and stick him down. There we go. And then I got my quick stick. Thanks, Chris, for telling me where you got yours. Archivers. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the nose on that and then use some zig to adhere him to my snowman. Then we'll go ahead and use the orange peel for his nose. Have a little bit of a clog in there. There we go. And I'll just use some crystal stickles for his mouth. Or actually, I do have some black stickles. I think I might use that. Black diamond. There we go. And then another Studio G stamp. It's written in cursive, just says Merry Christmas, and I'm going to use some Stampability's brown or ink for that. Cover up my snowman. I got a little bit of ink on the outside of my acrylic block and I don't want that to get all over my snowman. There we go. This says Merry Christmas. Then I'll go ahead and do my bow. Tie it over here on the right hand side. And trim it off a bit for straight edges. And I have my completed card. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Green Scrapping Machine. See you next time. Have a great day.